Alright, good morning everybody. Stinky again. Sorry I took a bit of a hiatus there. I had a lot of stuff to do. I've been playing in some tournaments and stuff on the forums. Been reasonably active. I've been playing some games, but I didn't really have a whole heck of a lot of time to record. I've been very busy. But I've got a little bit of time today. Got out of work early. It's been a pretty good week, so it's always good. So I figured I might as well record some fantastic cards and castles. Give you guys a little bit more to see here. Let's touch on what we got going on here. I got my 10 tournaments going right here for some god awful reason. You cannot play more than 10 tournaments at a time in async. I don't know when they changed that. But yeah, so I've got my 10 tournaments going right here. I wish I could show you how they were going. You can scroll down this far, but you can't actually see anything. And that's kind of a bug that's been there for a while. And they just haven't bothered to fix it yet. Or maybe they can't come up with a fix that actually works. Or maybe they have one implemented and they're just waiting for the next update to do it. Either way, you can scroll down and see where they would show up, but you can't actually see them. So this is the first async tournament that I did, and it's I've got 4 wins right now. It's obviously ongoing. Let's see how I'm doing against Vid 81887. Let's go. Alright, destroys my armory. That's to be... Oh, shit. I thought I was the only one that played backstab. Boo. Boo. Okay, well, he just obliterated me. Alright. Looks like it's going to be Armory Master of Arms, so I don't even have to play the Armory. I can play Master of Arms Guardian. That wouldn't be bad either. But I'd like to get a... looks like Master of Arms is going to die anyway, which is a bummer. Yeah, let's just sacrifice the old Master of Arms here. Attack here. Attack up here. And we've got a slightly buffed Guardian. Yay. Alright. But yeah, again, like I said, I've got my 10 async tournaments going on at the same time here. I'm also in a tournament right now. I'm doing very well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins right now. I've got win 8 and win 9. That's probably what I'm going to show in this tournament here. As far as quests, I've also got a 1,200 point quest going, just to show what I've stacked up since I really started grinding. I've got 14,000 shards. I cracked a couple of foils, AOD foils that I didn't already have. One that's initially coming to mind right now is a Phantom Strike. I got a foil Phantom Strike here. So I didn't craft them, I just opened them. But I'm not going to disenchant them, obviously. I want to keep them. I like my foils. So that's just one that's coming to mind. I did crack a couple others as well. But yeah, I'm sitting on 14,000 shards right now, which is, I mean, that's okay. Not enough to create 2 legends yet, but it is what it is. And again, I've got a 1,200 point quest. So now at this point, it's just going to be playing tournaments and then replacing my async tournaments when they finish. Starting a new one as soon as it finishes, to really kind of keep the ball rolling there. And now at this point, I'm just kind of starting to stock up on my CP. I'm already sitting at about 3,000 right now. I've got, for my quests, I'm going to be holding on to my CP as well. And really just kind of try to stack up as much as I can before the next expansion comes out for the game. That way, I'm really going to be prepared, and I'm not going to set myself behind the 8 ball by not having all the cards yet, like I kind of was for Age of Dragons, because I wasn't focused on grinding. So, as some of you guys may or may not know, at least on the forums anyway, let's see if I can show them here. At least on the forums, I'm in a couple of tournaments here. Let's refresh this. Let's see. Alright, so Ventre's worried about some bugs. But as far as tournaments go, I'm in a couple of tournaments right now. I'm in the Auto Build Anarchy tournament, which we showed the deck for. My results, these need to be updated a little bit. I'm at 6-4. He looks like he did update them. I'm at 6-4, which is pretty good. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's 4 players right now with winning records. So Oaks, Diggy Dog, Fresh Boy, Noradoom, Sneaky. So 5 of us. I might get booted out of the top 4, which is going to be a bummer. But you know, you take what you can get. I'm also in another tournament in a format that I haven't covered. I'm in the Stalemate King tournament. So I don't know if he actually started updating the bracket yet. I think he officially wanted it to start tomorrow. Yeah, so there's the bracket. He decided to write it out. Doesn't technically start until March 12th. So yeah, I think that's tomorrow. Um, but yeah, Moralon decided to throw a SP reward in for this tournament. That's why I joined it. I was the last person to join. So he threw an SP reward out here. So obviously I'm going to try to win. Looks like 1,500, 1,000, and 500 SP. So it's not really enough to buy anything relevant in the shop. But hey, I can always hang on to it, and you never know. I might use it. As far as my first round game, I actually already played it. There's me right here. I was playing against Josher and I beat him. It looks like I think Lime Pop played his too, and I'm against Lime Pop in the next stage of the tournament. So we'll get that going at some point. I just kind of wanted to highlight what I've been up to. Anybody online that might want to play Stalemate? No, I don't think so. So yeah, that's really what I've been doing lately. Just again trying to bolster my reserves over here. I've also been busy personal stuff, wedding planning, that kind of stuff, and it's really taken a lot of time out where I haven't really had the opportunity to record. Another drastic change that they put into place that I'll cover right now. I'll stop matchmaking here so I don't get matched up into a game. Back to the forums here. Is they did a drastic shift on the rank system. It's significantly easier now to rank up. I think it's too easy, but I mean, you know, judge yourself here. These are the ranks right now. It's 10 days into the ranked season, and there are already it's probably over 100 rank 1 players at this point. They made it to where by the end of the season there's going to be maybe 40 by the end of the month, where they made it to where on the first 10 days there's already over 100. That's how much easier it is to rank up. It's ridiculously easy. I don't even know where I fall on this list right now. Frankly, I don't really care because there's really no reward. Although maybe next season I'll really try to grind out. I know I'm in the 1600s somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where I fall. 61. So meh. But yeah, maybe next season I'll try to grind up ELO and really try to get into these top few spots on the leaderboard. I know Zhao takes his ELO seriously, so I'll be able to at least get matched up against him. Since I beat him most of the time, it's really not a big deal. Ha ha ha. All right, so yeah. Anyway, let's just to kind of show anybody on here that wants to. Let's say you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a shout out on the forums. To see if anybody wants to play. Stalemate. Or anyone for Stalemate. Then I got a message. I don't really want to check that on camera. Alright. So let's get this tournament rolling. Just get some gameplay on the channel. A little bit of activity. Because I haven't really played much. As far as oops. Never mind. We'll cover that later. My deck, I didn't really highlight my draft picks, but my deck is really solid. I got stuck with Warlocks as my mandatory faction, but I did get an Incinerator, and having an Incinerator is so good. In tournament, it's even better. I'm actually going to start with the Vamp. Vampire's hard to deal with, especially for the factions that he has. So I'm going to start with the Vampire to really start to put some pressure on. No real need to buff his health. We give him the opportunity to trade off a Spirit Drake or a Scout because I do have that Priest while I continue to put pressure on with the Vampire. Dark Spirit, Guardian. Okay, so my Vampire is going to live. Actually, I might use the Flying Books just to get my draws out of the way real quick. With this Grotesque Offering, or I could save that Grotesque Offering for. No, I'm going to use it. I was gonna say I could save it for some disables that'll be coming up, some slice and dice or some Gore-Tex offerings, but I might not have the opportunity to use it at that point. And I'd like to get the draws out of the way while I've got the opportunity to do so. All right, so he's choosing to gas out. So it's definitely a thing. We're gonna get this guy up here at the top. All right. So I think we're doing pretty good. It's gotten significantly warmer down here in Indianapolis, so I don't have to worry so much about being frozen in my car when I do decide to record here. No AC or anything running, so it's not that warm yet. Replacement technique? Tag team? Nope. Looks like a priest and a dragon temple are going to get the job done here. I'm going to lose my fire drake, but that's okay. I don't really have a lot of drakes. I got that dragon temple pretty late in a pick that I couldn't really avoid it. But I think poison drake is a little bit stronger than fire drake, especially since mine was already hurt. So I figured I might as well trade them off and generate a little bit of advantage. So I think I'm winning at this point. I don't really think there's any way to argue that. Although, yeah, he does have mercenaries and stuff, I would assume anyway, on account of he is playing pirates. So let's get this guy down here out of the way. I suppose I could have killed that mercenary, but I'm just going to let him try to get through this monk and kind of set up my army. I do have a dark fire in here that I'm going to be able to use, and I also don't have my incinerator yet, so that's something anyway. I'd like to get that out, as soon as possible. I don't think he really has anything to destroy buildings. He may try to. Oh, he's gonna go after the base. Okay, so he's trying really hard to gain the initiative at this point. I assume that he's sitting on as far as his hand is concerned. I actually am going to turn, not the air conditioning, just a little bit of ventilation in here. I'm going to assume that he thinks he's got enough big guys in order to overrun me at this point. I'm actually going to attack here, and I'm going to use this guy to attack here. I'm going to get this sorcerer up and running as well. Attack here. I'm going to keep my guys from being chained. No, I'm not, because I'm going to drop the courthouse. But I'm either going to lose a priest, or he could attack the monk again and avoid some damage there. If he doesn't, then his poison drake is definitely dead. I'm going to find some way to kill it anyway. I wanted to get that courthouse up and running, at least get it doing something relevant rather than sitting in my hand. And I didn't feel like taking retaliation damage from that troll gunner. What a bug. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of those. Troll gunner's a real bastard. Okay, yeah, so he did decide to destroy the priest. Fortunately for myself, I do have another one. So yeah, let's heal up my sorcerer here. Let's drop this monk down on the bottom. And we're going to advance him one square. Again, the only thing that he really has to chain with is Eternity Strike. And that's an epic. So the odds of him having Eternity Strike is fairly low. So I'm hoping to be able to trade off that sorcerer for that troll gunner. So hopefully he moves him up or forward at least one square so I can trade those off. I may not even have to with the priest and the blade of light. I may be able to keep my sorcerer alive to trade with something else, which is also, good. Yeah, he did decide to go forward. Maybe he has a tag team. Nope, samurai, huh? What is this guy doing? He's got 7 wins, so he's got to be doing something right. But I'm a little bit confused on what his real plan is. Alright, so he's got a really strong Kunoichi there. So I do have the opportunity. I don't even necessarily have to trade my sorcerer with that Samurai, so we're going to definitely go this direction. I would like to get an Acolyte on the field to boost the power of that Dark Fire. And I don't really have anything else, unfortunately, that I can defend with at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to heal up here. I'm thinking about dropping a Headless Guardian, you know, right about here, to really give him a little bit of something to worry about, for some trades. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him here. So let's force him to have to do something a little bit uncomfortable. I've also got that Darkfire with the Acolyte, so that Darkfire will do 8 damage now. Okay, he did buff up his Kunoichi. I keep calling that thing Kunoichi. I should probably explain that a little bit. That's one of the cards that I used to think really highly of, and then they changed the name of it, and they didn't change what it does. They just changed its name. It's just one of the ones that I can never really change back, in my mind. Alright, so he used a removal spell on that sorcerer. He doesn't want it to become a problem. I do have 2 Sentry Golems that I haven't drawn yet, which is kind of a bummer. Getting a Sentry Golem out on turn 4 or turn 5 is really strong, so that he's kind of putting all his eggs in the same basket here with that Samurai. I wonder what it's going to do. Does he have like evasive maneuvers or a multi-strike? No, he's just going to leave it there. Okay. That seems like a mistake to me. Because I've already got 8 on the board that I could hit it with. Six, 5. All right. Yeah, I think I am going to throw the Legionnaire away. And the Monk. That guy's gotten really powerful. And I'm just going to get some free shots in on this castle and advance this Acolyte forward a little bit. So now I'm in the driver's seat. He invested like a bazillion buffs in that Samurai, Kunoichi, however you want to call it. Alright, so Earth Knight. I do have the Headless Guardian Darkfire combo available, and that may be something that I do take advantage of here on this upcoming turn. Or I could wait and play the Sentry Golem. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to play the Sentry Golem first. Sentry Golem, Guardian up top, really start to kind of threaten a little bit. I'm out of range of pretty much anything he could do that's nasty. And I could have used the Headless Horseman Darkfire combo to get rid of those 2 units, but I wouldn't have been able to hit the base with the Darkfire, and that's something that I would definitely want to be able to do. Obviously the goal is to get your opponent's base to 0 before your base gets to 0. That's generally how the game is played. So being able to get an 8 shot on the base is very powerful. It really threatens. You know, the Headless and Darkfire would be able to do 10 damage. That would take away 50% of his remaining castle health. Okay, so now I have a decision to make. I could theoretically destroy all of his units. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to destroy all of his guys. Really force him. I'm not going to hit the base with the Darkfire this time. I'm going to just slaughter those guys right there. And again, I am threatening some really serious stuff at this point. I've got a very clear advantage here. Even that Guardian, because I showed a Darkfire, he can't assume that I'm not going to show another one. Curse of Evisceration, yeah, I mean, that's going to kill those two guys, but I've also got a White Knight to follow, or I could even throw the Blade of Light on the Sentry Golem there, and then what is he going to do? That's what I'm going to do, actually. And I'm going to drop the Shield Knight here, because he's going to heal up. So he's a 9/9 right now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to stop him? He's got 3 bleeds, so you've got to deal 6 damage. What are you going to do? You know? Legionnaire would do it. Earth Knight would do it. Samurai would do it. Yeah, Legionnaire, he has to. Alpha Strike's not going to do it. He just wasted that Alpha Strike because I had the bleed. He didn't have to do it that way. Again, I'm going to keep my Shield Knight alive at this point, and I'm going to force him to have to draw another Legionnaire. And even if he does, I do have White Knight, but he will have equalized. But how many Legionnaires would I have killed that he didn't use to damage my base? Where I could have sacrificed that Earth Knight and put this Sorcerer in position, so now he's dead. There's nothing he can do to stop Sorcerer from killing him, and I won. Yay. Alright, yay. Win number 8. See if anybody commented on my post on the forums here. Hey Stinky, sending out PMs in the thread. You're in the Autobuild finals. Good luck, man. Woohoo. Woo. Who? Stalemate, anyone? Alright. Looks like I'm in the finals for the Autobuild tournament. Yay. That's always good. Let's check out my async tournaments. And again, sorry this video is kind of boring, guys. Is this my guy? Nope. Ew. This is no bueno right here. I'm in a bit of a bad spot. What happens if I use Purge? Yeah, that didn't do anything. I was wondering if it would remove the temporary HP buff, but not if it was used for healing. It does not. Alright, so getting rid of this Legionnaire I think is important. Yeah, we're gonna... You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put a threat. We're gonna threaten. We're gonna be like, I see that monk, I just don't give a flying fuck. Alright. And what did he do to kill my wizard? For 2 gold. Hail shot? Do people play hail shot? Oh no, he had 3. He could have sliced and diced. Oh, he used hail shot. Strange. I don't know why anybody would play that card in tournament, but it is what it is. It does kill support units, I suppose, so you can't go wrong with that. Alright. Alright, so it doesn't look like anybody wants to play Stalemate with me, unfortunately. So let's see if we can get the final game of this tournament in and really show what a what a 9-win tournament looks like. Ah, Zhao. So it looks like we got a good match here. And I got my Incinerator. I want to pitch the Darkfire for now. Hopefully I get a good early drop unit. Infinite Knowledge is not a unit. So I've got a lot of buildings, but I know Zhao's got some lightning blades, I'm sure. I always assume that I have to dodge 2. If he's got 3 and I lose to somebody with 3 lightning blades, then I guess I just wasn't supposed to win. Let's get this courthouse going. Shoot, I drew that Darkfire. I don't know where my early units are. But Zhao looks like he's ready to grind some tournaments, so let's show him what we've got here. Well, shit. Armory's no bueno for me. Vamp. Vamp or Priest? He'll kill my Priest. I'm gonna go with the Vamp. Straightforward. You never know. He might decide to kill the vampire instead of hit my base again, and leave himself open for. Oh, he chose not to attack. Fool. Oops. Oh yeah, he knows he effed up. That was no good for him. I'm really debating on holding off on playing the Incinerator at this point. Because I need to watch out for Lightning Blade. But I think it's in my best interest to play it, and I'm going to kick him up one square. Force his Shield Knight to have to make a decision whether it wants to body block, advance forward. He chose to advance forward, which is totally fine. Alright, so he's got a couple of powerful units there, both at 8 health. But I've got the Incinerator. So I could use the Darkfire to get rid of both of those units, and I think that might be a valuable play. He doesn't know that I've only got one, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Darkfire. Get rid of those guys, and I'm also going to use the coin to really threaten another one. He doesn't know that I've only got one. And since I was able to get rid of both of those guys, it gives me a bit more of an opportunity to, not die. I'm also going to destroy the Swordsman as well. Again, just getting the value from the Incinerator. Again, I'm slowly but surely taking down that Armory. Now that Armory is in range of a Headless Horseman, which I do run. He's got Earth Knight there, which is a pretty strong unit. Now is really my chance to kind of bolster my army a little bit. I've got a little bit of breathing room, so I'm going to drop this Monk. And I'm also going to kick... Yeah, I'm going to keep my Sorcerer alive. I was actually thinking about running it one square in front of that Earth Knight and attacking his base with it. But I chose against it. He's just on a mission. Okay. So I've got the Headless Guardian here. So he is just on a beatdown mission. I think I can kill both of these guys, no problem. Hit here. Hit here. Incinerate. Hit here. Incinerate. So yeah, I've taken down a bunch of strong units so far. There's Sentry Golem. He knows that Incinerator is a pain in the ass. Oh, I wonder if he only meant to move it one square. He may have some tricks up his sleeve at this point. I am just seeing tricks, and tricks, and tricks. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, fuck. I thought I had 10 gold. I don't know what I was thinking. That was the worst. However, if he does have tricks, I'm going to let the tricks come. And I'm going to play this Faithful Drake right here. He would need Winds and Lightning Blade to kill my and he doesn't have it. So there goes his armory. Oh, fuck. There's a brewery. Oh, double damn. So he put a lot of eggs in that Central Golem basket. Yup. That was a very good turn. Very good for not me. Fire Drake. Let's get rid of that Sentry Golem as soon as I can, which is now. I have the ability to. Let's get the Shield Knight up and running. Get some Priest action. Maybe I should have played the Acolyte instead of the Priest. Again, I'm making myself very susceptible to Lightning Blade destruction. But again, I'm killing all of his big units. He can't have that many. Just because he did that with his Priest. Yep, there it is. So there's Lightning Blade number 1. There goes the Incinerator, unfortunately. That's kind of a bummer. But, see, he's out of big dudes. So he's really counting on that his buildings to really give him a lot of support. The problem I'm having is I need to kill that lightning bladed pain in the ass. But I also would like to kill those buildings back there. And kill the... I essentially just want to kill everything. And I don't really have the ratios to do what I want here. So I'm going to play this guy here. And I'm going to play the monk. I'm going to hold on to the sorcerer for a moment. Oh, dang it. I was hoping he was going to hit the Acolyte with the Courthouse. I know he doesn't really have control over it. Yeah, that's why I didn't want him to do that. Church, another cantrip building. Alright, so again, he's on the shitstorm of little units at this point. So I just need to not get killed. How many cards does he have left in his deck? 10 versus 9. So he's got a slight card advantage. Problem is 6 is the new 5 now, so I'm going to have a hard time. I really want to kill that flippity flapping brewery. And I don't really have a good way to do that right now. Alright, I think I'm going to get rid of that priest. Actually, I'm going to attack the brewery. I'm going to force him to have to use some of those ranged units. Damn it! That courthouse is being a real bastard, huh? Guardian, that's fine. Shit. Oh, nuts. Okay, Zhao got a really good deck. Lucky Zhao. Let's at least take down brewery number 1. Let's get some cards up in here. Those aren't going to help at all. Great. Well, they might help. How many cards does he have left in his deck? 8 versus 6 for me. I don't know where my big guys are. I do have a Legionnaire. But I didn't have a good opportunity to play it. White Knight and Guardian. White Knight here. Guardian here. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the initiative back before I'm going to be able to take down those annoying ass buildings. And my big guys don't seem to be helping because he's hitting me with a lot of mid-range units. And apparently I didn't kill all of his big guys, so I'm in deep trouble. I think I might lose. Just on the count of he had breweries just too strong. Alright. I can play a sorcerer. Take down his guardian. Play priest. I'm gonna have to. But my sorcerer's dead anyway, no matter where he goes. Now he's just dead for nothing, which was a mistake. I'm dead. Let's see. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep. 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 Well, I lost. I'm a pathetic loser. Loser. But that's okay, I got 2 more shots. Yeah, sure, Pasoko. Be your friend. Oh, Pasoko's in. Let's get a stalemate game in with Pasoko. And let's show off this one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to start a new one. Okay, bye.